Hello everyone, good afternoon, coming into you live. I just want to move this a little bit. Telling you more about the 30 days clearing money blocks. So if you're not already in the game, excuse me, just need to push this forward a little bit, then I invite you to join us. We have amazing women saying yes. The buzz is really, the group has really started buzzing since this 30 days of clearing money blocks has been announced, and I'm delighted to see it because it confirms my intuition, my nudges that we're saying go ahead with this, even though in some respects my ego is telling me all sorts of funny buggers, but I chose not to believe. Perfect example of just getting over yourself, getting out of your own way and taking action and moving forward. So today's video is just talking to you, for those of you who are saying yes, for those of you who haven't said yes so far, it's not too late to join us. You can join. We're starting officially tomorrow, the 1st of June, but I have had some prep videos over the last few days. Please do invite your friends, invite other heart-centered women in business. You can invite them to like my page and you can invite them to join my group. I'll share both links at the end of this live stream here because we've had many women join this week and it really makes my heart sing because I can feel the vibration and the energy of the group is raising, it's moving, and that's what I want. So what are we going to do? What I want you to do is I want you, first of all, to commit to the next 30 days. 30 days might seem a long time. And, you know, it's the first time I've run this event like this on my open page, public page, for the duration of 30 days. So it's taken a level of commitment from me, and I'm committed to moving through the 30 days and journeying with you, because this is a journey. I'm on this journey with you, and it's helping me to step outside my comfort zone. It's helping me to revisit material that I had that I really wasn't paying enough attention to, and my awareness now is heightened in relation to my own story around money, and I'm feeling calm and I'm feeling relaxed and I'm feeling confident about the changes that are taking place in that. Because I mentioned in one video before, once you say yes, it's like this field of intention. Lynn McTaggart talks about it in her book, The Field. It's like these molecules of emotion start moving, start vibrating at different levels, picking up on your energy, picking up on what you are calling into your field, your energetic field. So first of all, I want to say that June is the 6th month, okay? It's also my birthday month, which makes this very special for me. But in combination with June and this year, which is a number 2 year, in numerology, it's actually a number 8 month. And I got this information from Carrie Samuels. I listened to one of her videos yesterday, which actually made me go, wow. This is perfect timing. I had no idea in my head. I know some numerology, I use it in relation to the colour therapy, but I hadn't connected the dots. So what is number 8? Number 8 is magenta. It's linked to your soul star. It's linked to the divine feminine energy. And I know that in my group, there's an amazing group of light workers ready now to step into the next step of your evolution, of your journey, to move forward in this money journey with me. So we have the magenta for the color that's coming, and that is also linked to business, and it's also the number 8 is also the number of infinite abundance. So I just thought that was perfectly timed. My intuitive nudges were led because it's perfect timing. And so we're in an infinite abundance container. So what I want you to do is I want you to commit to the next 30 days, because our ego mind will come in and will say, oh, that's a long time, or I don't have time, or I'm feeling tired. That may happen to me on the journey as well, because we're human. We may get distracted. We may get fed up. We may go through a bit of an emotional up, down, sideways, flat line as we're moving through this stuff. That's normal. What I just want to say to you is please stick with it. And I will come in and I'll share with you what shows up for me. Right now I'm feeling super, super excited. I'm feeling the power of this energy, of the amazing women who've said yes. I'm feeling really pumped up and really excited about it. I was awake this morning at 6 o'clock and my brain was straight into thinking I'd coming up with ideas. So I have to discipline myself, and discipline is something that I'm going to talk in relation to the commitment. that's the card I pulled for the month of June for myself. So appropriate, because when I go into thinking about what am I going to talk about in relation to commitment on this live stream, commitment does take a level of discipline, because we're training a muscle that we haven't trained before. It's like exercise, and we don't exercise and get fit, toned abs in one day. We have to keep going, and it's incremental changes. It's like building the layers of the muscle. What is it? You know, what we focus on accumulates, and where energy goes, attention flows. All of those things are so true. So what I want you to do is commit with me that you're going to show up every day. It doesn't have to be hours on end. It can be as little or as much time as you have available. But notice when your ego mind will come in and tell you, I don't have time to focus on my money story today. What I'll be sharing with you are very simple exercises, because this is a free program and there's so much more that I can do with this, but I'm keeping this, my aim is to keep this as streamlined as possible and really shaking up the molecules, shaking up your money story, and we'll be looking at thoughts and beliefs throughout it and all of that. So just talking about the commitment now, I have a few notes to make sure I don't ramble on. Yeah, so it's allow yourself time. We've talked about having your colourful journal. Have a journal that you like. You know, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself if you feel like, you know, I want to give up, because that's the ego mind way of keeping you small, keeping you in your old money story. If you have said yes and you're following me to this story, I know you're a woman with a mission. I know you are a light worker. I know that you have power within you to create the financial reality that your heart desires. Because if you didn't desire more money, and I'm specifically focusing on the energy of money, you wouldn't be here watching me, you wouldn't be here following along in the 30-day process. So be gentle with yourself. So that's why I'm saying, have your journal, have plenty of water, have a bunch of flowers for you to keep reminding you of abundance. And I'll be talking a little more about anchors and going on. Keep things simple. Keep things simple. So be kind to yourself and relax, and we're going to have fun with this. And it's also, what I say is, act as if everything you desire is already here. That's a big secret. That's a big secret with the law of attraction. So what I'm going to say to you then is, what I'm talking about next is intention. And the power of intention is very powerful. And I was actually drawn to Wayne Dyer, who was actually, I think, the second person. Louise Hay was the first person when I embarked many years ago on my spiritual journey. Wayne Dyer was the next man to come in, and I followed him quite closely for years, but I haven't been for the last while. But he's come in again, and I've literally just taken out his book, The Power of Intention, just to get my mind, revisit my mind in relation to, you know, well, what is the power of intention? And I'll just read a little bit of a snippet from his book. And I'll do that now, and then I'll talk about one little commitment statement that I ask you to do, and I will type this up for you, but I'm just going to put on my glasses and read what Wayne has said about the power of intention. And hi to those of you joining me live. I'm going to keep going, and then I'll have a chat with you at the end, because I don't want to keep you all evening. And let me know who you are. I see we've two, so just comment below if you are. I'm not seeing any comments at the moment. So I'll just say, in Wayne Dyer's book, The Power of Intention, he talks about Castaneda's, a writer that he referred to in his research for this book, The Power of Intention. Intent is a force that exists in the universe. When sorcerers, those who live of the source, which you are, divine source, beckon intent, it comes to them and sets up the path for attainment, which means that sorcerers always accomplish what they set out to do. So that's what I am asking you to set an intention. How do you want to feel at the end of these, on the 30th of June, how do you want to feel? On the 30th of June, what do you want to have let go of? On the 30th of June, what extra money do you want to bring in to your life? What extra money? You can put down a figure if you want. That's your choice. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Okay? So he says, imagine that intention is not something you do, but rather a force that exists in the universe as an invisible field of energy. And I've talked about this before if you've been following me. I had never considered intention in this way before reading Castaneda's words. Okay? So dormant forces, faculties and talents come alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person by far than you ever dreamed yourself to be. So by the end of 30 days, my intention is that you can say, yes, I'm a greater person than I was when I started this journey, because we've already started it, and already things are shifting. I can feel it energetically. So how do you want to feel? What would you like to let go of? What do you want to have more of in your life? In terms of your money story in particular. And I've been getting private messages from women, and one woman messaged me this morning and asked me, will this work on, she gave an example of something going on in her own life in a different aspect other than money. And my response was, when we work on one aspect of our lives, what we notice is that others start shifting and changing naturally. And I've seen that happen with myself and with other women that I've worked with. Things start shifting naturally. So do not be surprised that other stuff will start falling away or start coming in for you. Yes, uncomfortable emotions may come up on this journey. That's perfectly okay. So that's why I'm asking you to be kind, to be gentle, to be caring and loving to yourself. And that's why I'm bringing the further discussion into the group as well. If stuff does show up that you don't want to post on this public page, I 100% understand that completely. So we can have a further discussion in the closed group. And I'll be really stressing confidentiality for that in that space, which is already, and people are honouring that anyways. So let me just see, there's just one other thing now before I go. And just let me know if this is making sense to you, if this is making sense. So the next thing that I'm asking you to do is just write out a little commitment statement, and I'm going to type up this. This is something that came to me. You may want to adapt this, but I'll print it up in a Word document and I'll just put it in the group, and I'll post it on this page here as well. So it's a level of commitment. So I'll type this up, but you can handwrite this in your journal, or you can print it off and you can put it on your vision board, or you can have it in your notebook, or you can have it handy. Again, why I feel so powerful or so passionate, and powerful about this is because I am determined to change and up-level my money story. And I want you to do the same. And I know that miracles and mind shifts are going to happen. A miracle is a change. What's Marianne Williamson's talking about? A miracle is a change in perception. I guarantee you that you will have changes in perception by the end of these 30 days. Stick with me. If there's wobblies, that's okay. It's going to be part of it. That's perfectly okay. So this is just something I've drafted. If it doesn't resonate with you, fine. If it does, you can use it or you can adapt your own. And I'll just quickly read out and I'll see if there's any comments after that. I commit to showing up every day and allowing myself the time and space to create a new money story for myself. I'll read it from this way. I commit to being creative, kind, loving, beautiful, expanding, abundant and receptive each day. Those words are taken out of Wayne Dyer's Power of Intention book as well, because he talks about the different phases of intention. So there's creativity, there's kindness, there's loving, beauty, expansion, abundant, receptive. And I'll be touching on those as we're moving through the month. I honour myself and how I feel. And I added that in because it's honouring yourself if anger comes up, if tears come up, if you feel joyful, if you feel sad, if you feel irritable, if you feel frustrated, fed up, whatever. Honour those feelings because they're coming up for a reason. There's learning, there's messages in them. And the intention is to release and let go lower vibrational energies and emotions and beliefs that are not serving you at a pace that's perfect for you. Because going through this, you will see different women have different experiences. That's okay. So I want you to get out of your head at any stage that someone is doing better than you. No, because we all have a unique soul journey. We all have our path, our contract on this planet. I'm guilty of looking at other women in business starting off around the same time as me and thinking, oh my God, there's so much more ahead of me. What's wrong with me? I've gone into that, but I come out of it because I noticed that that's a self-sabotage, ego pattern of behavior. And I know 100% that there's divine timing in me showing up to do this money stuff. I wasn't ready to do this 6 months ago, but I'm ready now. And I really feel that something new is going to be birthed from this in relation to my business. So I'm open. So be open to possibilities, be open to the world of pure potentiality, because that field of energy exists around you. You have the knowledge and the wisdom as to how to bring in more money yourself. I'm your guide, your teacher, spurring you on, getting you to think, bringing more awareness, shining more light on what is your current money story. And we'll be talking more about that as we go along. So I hope that makes sense. If there's any of you watching me, comment, does any of that make sense? If you have any comments or any observations on what I've shared with you. So when you're setting your intention, what I invite you to do is turn off distractions, turn off your phone, maybe light a candle, do some just relaxing breathing. If you know how to ground yourself, ground yourself. I'll be talking about grounding yourself throughout this, because for me it's essential on a daily basis. And I'll be sharing a meditation over the next 2 or 3 days with you. I don't want to overload people with stuff, particularly if you're new to the way that I work. So give yourself the time. Get your colour. If you haven't got your journal already, don't worry about it. Take a piece of paper. If you have colourful pens, this is about bringing out the creativity, bringing out the playfulness. Money loves to be moved. It loves its energy. So what we want to do is we want to actually invite the lightness and the playfulness of it into this. And it's going to be, that's my intention, to have fun and playfulness and lightheartedness as we go along. Because it can be a very deep, heavy, emotive topic. And we'll be clearing some of that heaviness. That's my intention as well. So give yourself time, no distractions, light a candle, burn some incense, some essential oils if you have them. If you don't worry. If you have crystals, cleanse them, have them beside you. Those little rituals, I'm a big fan of them. If you don't have that stuff, do not panic into thinking I have to have all of this stuff. Use what you have. You can build on this as you go, and then sit down and take time and just tune into your heart and your soul. Come out of your head and go into your body and just ask yourself, how would I love to feel at the end of these 30 days? What do I want to achieve? How much income? You can do it like this. I wonder how much income is possible for me to bring in by the 30th of June. Now, I'm not going to be going into the depths of the goal setting and all of that. That's not what I intend to do. If it comes in naturally, so be it. But I just decided to set that seed that it is possible to bring in extra money. I cannot guarantee it, but it is 100% possible. So be open to the potentiality of bringing in, and I'm talking about additional income. So whatever your baseline is right now, sit down and wonder what would feel light. Feel the lightness. If it feels heavy, that shows that there's energy that needs to be cleared around that as well. So what feels light for you? What would you love to bring in? What extra money would you love to bring in for the month of June? And then what I want you to do is I want you to sign your name to it and have it in your journal or have it on that page. Put it on your board. I'm going to type up this after this live stream, and I'm going to put it in a Word document. I ain't no fancy typist or designer, so it's really going to be very basic, very, very basic document. But it's just to give you the guidelines, and I feel it's important because I feel that I'm doing this myself, to commit to this, because I've committed to showing up every day. I'm not going to be in live every day. I'll be doing posts some of the days. So I'll be in at least once a week with the live stream, and we'll have an additional live stream in the closed group. And whatever else intuitively comes to me or what my schedule allows, I'll show up, because I find that if I get intuitive nudges and hits, I have to work on them straight away. So that's it for today's live stream. Please do let me know. Does this resonate? Does this make sense? Comment yes if you're going to set your intentions and do up your commitment, because it's powerful, powerful work. It might sound simple, but it's powerful. And the handwriting of your intention even, and signing your name, it does something to the brain. I forget the term, but it connects the brain, the energy of the brain, and that on a deeper level. So you can do that as well. So any comments, ideas, and I'm always open to your suggestions as well as we go along as to what you feel may benefit the group. Absolutely open to ideas and suggestions. So please don't be afraid to say, to give your suggestions and your constructive feedback to me. So if there's no comments, thanks for joining me. I do see some people have joined me at different points. Thank you for joining me, and I shall see you very, very soon. So I'm going to share this in the group now, and that's it from me. I'll post the document as over the next while, as soon as possible. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for joining me. Take care, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Super, super excited about this. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun, and we're going to change your money stories. Okay, so take care. Bye for now.